ready to go. So that's us. Ready for this evening's whisky tasting. And a wee farewell to you before you say bon voyage as you go off on your holidays.
You should be saying that live. Anyway. Right. So what the next one is Aber Falls.
This is one that you've got me, and thank you very much. A wee sample bottle here that you've provided to me. Where did you pick this one up? Was this on your travels when you were away on your other holidays? This will make it sound like you're going on an awful lot of holidays, Clark.
It makes it sound like I've never home. No. This was one of my many trips to Morrison's.
Oh, Morrison's.
Aye.
So this was on a special offer, one presumes.
Presumably so, because I had never seen it before, and I saw it and I thought, oh, yes, and it was on an offer. Yes, it was a bit.
Aber Falls.
So it looks like that.
Very nice. Yes, I did a wee bit of research to find out a wee bit more about it.
Good. So I kind of thought you might.
I wanted to find out. Aber Falls. It's not what I would kind of think is a well-sounding name. So apart from the Aber bit at the beginning, but
yes.
So I discovered that it's distilled between the mountains of Snowdonia and the Menia Straits, down in the valleys. So
yes.
and this was the first of its kind in 100 years, which was.
Yes, that's right.
So this is quite nice. So I'm quite looking forward to doing it. I've just poured some up just to let it kind of get a bit of air in it in the glass and get a bit of time to breathe before I have a sniff at it. But even pouring it into the glass, I could smell already this lovely sweetness that was coming for the glass right away.
It does smell very sweet, doesn't it? Aye.
It does.
So it's the first distillery in North Wales for 100 years. That's right.
Exactly. Yeah. And according to what I saw on the website, they use bourbon and oak casks to mature it in. So it's kind of a mix of bourbon and sherry, and oak, virgin oak casks.
That's right. The wee thing I gave you, the wee label I gave you, tells you about that. It doesn't tell you as well.
Yeah, it was nice to have kind of a wee look at that. So Aber Falls is not something I've had before. We've had the Penderyn Welsh whiskey, yes. And we've tasted that. And so this is a new one for us to look at. It's actually quite, looking at it in the glass, it's actually quite, it's a nice amber, very light, Clark, and it.
Very light, aye.
Very light.
I'm just looking at the same. 41%, I think that says.
41%, is it?
No, it's 40. No, it is 40. Sorry. I can't see because I've not got enough lights on. 40%.
40%.
40%.
And of course, it's another statement for us here, as we're finding recently that a lot of the stuff that we've been drinking is not an age statement, but
aye, more and more so.
So, but yeah, I like the way it moves around the glass. It's actually quite viscous in the way that it moves about the glass. Actually, it looks quite light round the glass when I swirl it. It looks quite light. Sometimes they can be syrupy and you can see they're kind of heavier. This is lovely. It swirls lovely. And the smell coming out of the top of the glass without even putting it to my nose is just. I'm salivating at the thought of it. To be fair, that make me a bad chap. Makes you sound like you're drinking too much of this whiskey stuff. That you're salivating at the thought of it.
Never tasted it. But it's got a lot of legs in it. That's one.
Yeah. So we're ready to have a wee nose at this.
Aye, I've poured myself a very generous half, so I must be planning on enjoying this.
Well, aye. Well, you're on holiday.
Well, good enough. Right, let's have a sniff.
Oh. The first thing that really hits me It's like pear drops. It's like pear drops.
Yes, I get that.
It's like poached. It's like poached pears. See when I do poached pears and syrup.
Aye,
that's what that smells like. That is absolutely fantastic. I've never done poached pears with yourselves.
I know. I was about to say that.
No, because I normally have them with cream. I normally have them with cream or custard. So, and you having an allergy to milky stuff, I need to try and find a substitute for you to have yours with.
No, I'm sure that's not a great problem.
No, I'm sure I'll manage to get that for you. That's my initial first nose of that. It's lovely. I love that pear, that poached pear, light sherry nose to that. Then you get the vanilla coming through there. It's actually quite complex. There's a lot of stuff going on in there, but I like that. So
it's nice. It's light and it's.
Clark, I'd have to say, nosing it. I mean, I know we've been disappointed before when we've nosed stuff and it's been absolutely fantastic, and then we've tasted it and went, oh no, that's poor. But
that's all the taste went up my nose. There's none left in the glass.
No, that's lovely. There's a wee hint of spice at the back of that as well, like
there is,
and probably the one that you'll get in there as well. Maybe is that wee hint of figs. So you've got that.
I use the
spice.
Figs,
Aye.
Right.
It's the wee spice at the back of it is like cloves.
Yes, that's what I was going to say, or star anise or something.
Star anise, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would score that nose really highly. That is lovely.
It is. It's very, very nice. Aye. Yeah, I like this.
Oh, that's really nice. It's got everything going for it. It's the lovely vanilla smell, that vanilla custard day.
That's right.
Going with it. I don't know if that's because the first thing I smelt was poached pears, and I'm not used to having vanilla and custard. Going with it. Your mind just goes, oh, that's just like such and such. But I would even the nose of that's just lovely. I mean, but that's more that. I mean, obviously, you can't just sit and sniff it all night. You've actually got to taste it at some point, because I mean, sniffing it's not really going to. It'll just still be in the glass at the end of the night unless it evaporates. So, I suppose we better find out what it's like palate wise.
Yes, come on then, let's do that.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Slange.
Cheers.
We're both silent. What does that mean? I don't even know where to start with that, because my first initial taste, there's very little there.
That's right. It's all in the finish. Once you've swallowed it, that's when all the taste appears in your mouth. Once it's gone.
Yeah. Aye.
It's nice though.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I like the fact it's going to taste and loads of finish, but I do like it. It's nice.
Yeah. There's very little. You're right, Clark. It's all in the finish. The finish is nice. It's got a dried fruit finish to it. It's a wee bit spicy. It sits nicely on your tongue. It's not burning you down your chest or nothing. It's just a very subtle spice that's here with it. I suppose, like we're saying, like if it's that nose of the star anise or cloves or something like that is what's giving you that
That's right.
That wee bit of spice,
That's
that
right.
subtle spiciness
Yeah.
that's here on your tongue. But to be fair,
Yeah, definitely a load of that stuff.
I'm not getting much on the palate. I'm going to hold it a wee bit longer in my mouth this time and just see if I
I
get.
thought it was kind of creamy, vanilla kind of taste across the front of your tongue. If you just let it sit there for a wee while.
No, I'm not. To be fair, I'm not getting very much. There's a wee hint of heat. There is a creaminess, Clark. I can get that creaminess on kind of either side of my tongue.
It's like you've taken some whipped cream and stirred some sugar into it and put it on your tongue. That's what it's like. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's a sweet, creamy, nice taste, but it's not remarkable. There's nothing.
No.
You're not getting all these complex tastes like you're getting in the smell.
Again, it's flattered to deceive. I think at the end of the day, like many of them we've had before, where we've had a great nose. I'm afraid the palate for me has lit it down.
I would say so as well.
And the overall finish, it's not very remarkable either. I mean, it's got a subtle spicy flavour. It's a nice dram. It's
nice. It's nice. The finish is definitely better than the palate. Definitely. There's a lot more going on once you've swallowed it. It's a shame we had high expectations of this when we got the nose.
I know. But again,
this has happened on a number of occasions.
We've had this before. That some drams, do flatter to deceive. They give you a lovely nose in it, and I still really like the nose. But I'm going to grab it. You gave me this wee notey thing here, Aber Falls stuff. It's got. What does it say? Because I've palate-wise. So palate-wise, it says on your wee tasting note thing that you gave me, rich and full-bodied, sweet sherry notes of dried fruit and spice, balanced with fruits of the forest, creamy, sweet malt, nuts, dark chocolate, and espresso. I'm not sure who tasted this and whether whoever tasted it wrote the notes, because I didn't think so. Right, and its finish is just a long dried fruit, subtle spice.
Well, there's certainly that.
And what it says on its nose is it's got sweet fruits of the forest. I'm not getting that, but I do get the vanilla. I do get that says hints of poached pear, to be honest with you. Figs, sultana, sweet vanilla. Gentle hint of clove in it. So I'm getting some of that. No, but I suppose everybody's palate's different. We all taste different things. I mean, I'm not disputing that all that stuff is what the individual is tasting that's written the notes up. But and I'm not here to slate. Yeah.
When you're reading that there, the only thing I got out of that was, I can taste the sultana. You're right. There's a taste of sultanas in the finish. But apart from that.
But again, another good dram to introduce somebody to malt whiskey. Nothing offensive about it. Nice dram. As I say, we're not on these kind of broadcast stuff that we do to slate folks' whiskies or whatever.
No, that's a nice whiskey.
I've scored it a 78, Clark.
Well, I haven't finished it.
So I've scored it a 78. It's a nice dram.
It is.
And the good news is I've still got some left in that bottle that you gave me.
That's a big bottle then.
So it's not like I'll no finish the rest of that because I'm going to. I managed to save myself a wee drop, Clark, that was still in the bottle. So you gave yourself a generous dram. I just used half.
Still plenty left.
That's what I'm saying. I just used half the bottle when I did it. So I've got the other half of the bottle to finish off. Or I would have had the same generous dram as you had. But no, that's the Aber Falls. I don't know what you paid for your bottle, Clark, but I think for me that's a reasonable malt whiskey. If somebody was looking to go and buy a dram and something I've not tasted before, then I would recommend they go and they give it a go. They give it a go. It's a nice dram.
It's a pleasant dram.
Yep.
And I think that's the kind of thing that you want to put your hip flask for you for a wee walk.
Well, I'll look forward to going for a walk with you in the coming weeks. I'm sure I can find something to go into a hip flask as well that will be is equally nice to join you with.
That's probably good.
So no, it's nice, Clark. I'm glad to have tasted it because again, a lot of the times we stick to drinking Scotch malt whiskey, and you know we kind of can be in that kind of snobby way of things when it comes to drams. Oh, it's got to be Scotch. It's got to be a single malt for Scotland. We've discovered over the last number of months that we've been doing this that there's some fantastic blended malts out there.
Yes.
We've also discovered that it doesn't need to be a 25, 35 or 45-year-old. There are some lovely non-age statement malt whiskies out there as well. So there's... And it's brilliant. And now we've discovered the Penderyn I quite liked, and we've now got Aber Falls, which I thoroughly enjoy as well. So this is good.
Yes. It'd be interesting to see what else they do because obviously that's their first, and it's probably quite young.
Yep.
So that's probably why you're not getting a great deal of palate and whatnot. I suspect that's quite a young whiskey.
Yeah, but it's really good because I mean, if it is a young whiskey, then you know to produce that in its short age and not have been in a cask for a long period of time, then yeah, it really is nice. It really is. But we'll do our wee bit that we do here, and then we can have a chat, and we'll say to them, you know, that they can find us on inthetastingbothy.com. This will be up on our web page shortly for people to view and have a look at, or they can find us on Instagram inthetastingbothy.com, where I've got a link to our YouTube site if they want to go and find us there and look at that as well, Clark, and just hear what we've had to say about the Aber Falls malt whiskey. So we'll just bid our fond farewell to you this evening. Thank you again for those who have taken the time to join us and view the tastings that we've done. Please feel free to add comments if you've had the Aber Falls yourself and you'd like to make a comment on it, or if you just want to make a comment on Clark and I in our way that we do things and how we can maybe improve. We're open to any suggestions that come. Aye,
ramblings is the word you're looking for.
At least there are no rants. We're not having any rants. It can be ramblings or music. Musings might be a better way to describe it, but yep, you're free to do that. And what I'm hoping to do is I've got a few things kind of lined up, Clark, for us when we come back after our holiday period. The two of us taking breaks during this period, so we'll take a wee break for the next month or so, and probably maybe be September before we're back online doing something. But in that period of time, I'm hoping to have caught up with the lads at the wee county across in Fife. And chat to them about their next venture, because they're obviously every so often they do whiskey tastings, and what I like about what they do is all right, it costs you 30 quid for their whiskey tasting. That 30 quid gets you your malt whiskies to taste. It gets you a pie or some kind of sustenance of some sort, and a bottle of water to just clean your palate with. And the money goes to charity. So it's quite a nice wee thing to do. So we'll talk to them. I've been kind of conversing with them over the last couple of months on Facebook and whatever. So maybe get these two lads on. We'll do a whiskey tasting with them, have a bit of thing, and talk to them about their next charity that they're looking to support, and that would be a nice thing for us to do. I'm going to talk to Colin Wilkinson as well, who has Dram Fine Whisky Tours. Just a bit about his business, how he got started. I know Colin for school, and I was really interested as to how his background then got him into doing what he does now, and giving up his job to do whisky tours as a full-time occupation and business, which is going really well. So it'll be interesting to talk to them, and then there's a few others that I've got kind of lined up to chat to over this period of time, and we'll see how things go. But we'll get our holiday periods over. And we'll take that for there. But wishes a fond farewell this evening, folks, and we will look forward to catching up with you after we're both rested and refreshed and recharged. So have a great summer, enjoy your time off, and we will catch up with you soon. Cheers now. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye now.